I am a loose screw. I'm going cuckoo. Things turn askew.
So what I meant here was that I'm basically not always completely stable, and that things in life, they don't always go exactly as you plan, and things can kind of go sideways, askew.
Shut up. Didn't ask you.
People will be saying, I don't believe with you, I don't believe in your thought of why you would think things are going wrong, everything seems fine. Like they'd say, shut up. But I'm like, no, I didn't ask.
Enough ballyhoo. Residue in loop. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's nonsense. I'm saying enough of the bull crap. It's just poo. It's just
Let's switch things up a bit. Life is full of grit. I chew it up and spit.
Well, let's just switch things up. Life is full of grit. Life is full of really gnarly experiences. Gnarly hard experiences. And you just gotta grab those experiences and spit it out. That's what I meant.
Just keep popping through life like a zit.
I keep popping through life like a zit means, well, you just gotta pop it like a zit, because you just gotta destroy these little obstacles in life. It's just nothing.
Sometimes people are hypocrite and they'll throw a fit which will give them no benefit.
Sometimes people are hypocrite and they'll throw a fit which will give them no benefit. This means that sometimes people contradict themselves. They don't exactly know what they're thinking. Their words end up eating themselves, and they don't know how to deal with that. They throw a fit, they get angry, and, well, that solves nothing.
There's too much going on. My thoughts keep flowing on.
There's so much going on in my life, and my thoughts just keep going on.
Reap and sow till I'm gone.
Well, like people say, you reap what you sow.
Born and adorned, torn apart by thorn. They're merely a chess pawn, an insignificant life form.
Some people are born into a very praised life. Like they're born into a very big life of very huge praise. But these people get corrupted. They get corrupted by the system, and they're torn apart by thorn. And, well, people like this, I believe it's just they're corrupted, but they're also insignificant in the whole scheme of things. They're merely just a little chess piece that doesn't have much power. What do you want, mate? What do you want, mate? What do you want, mate? It speaks for itself.
Oi, mate! These ain't 808s, these are 909s! I'm blasting all these waves of squares and saws and signs!
This isn't the usual kind of bass that you hear in a song. This bass is abrasive. It's going like... That's not usual bass that you hear in mainstream songs. These ain't 808s. These are some 909s. Sounds made up of waves. Sound waves, square waves, saws, and signs. I blast those.
I flip up and sit up and sip up my wine!
I flip up, I sit up, and I sip up my wine. It explains itself. Sometimes you've got to have a bit of wine. Wine and dine. Just be whatever you want. It's all good. But be safe on alcohol.
Too many rappers not even rapping lines! They're all just yapping and crapping on about their crimes!
Yeah, honestly, like, there's just, too many of these aggressive rappers that you hear nowadays. They're just not even making they're not even really rhyming, they're not even making a proper verse or a line. It's just them admitting to a crime, like, they're always going on about something like, I did this today, I something, something, yeah, just...
They ain't ready for them fines and even serving all their time!
They're not ready. They're not ready for them fines and even serving all their time. it explains itself. I'm just saying that, like, they're getting into risky business and rapping about it. That's no good.
I say, fuck all the mainstream rap! Little lemmings just suck every little drip and drop of Drake's tree sap and Yeats mince meat!
Yeah. Drake. Yeet.
Everything they do is just rinse and repeat! Get out of your seat!
All they do is just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. They just do the same thing every time. Even when they do something new, it still doesn't really sound new. They're just the same old thing. They don't evolve.
Sometimes I can sound like a pest. I confess that I ain't the best.
I'll admit, sometimes I can be sounding really annoying. I get really critical of things. I'm a bit of a critic on things. And I know that I'm not the best at this stuff. I never say that I am the best at it. I'll admit that I'm not the best.
You wanna jest? Be my guest.
Do you want to mess around? Well, be my guest. It doesn't really get you anywhere anyways.
Welcome to the Wild West. Yes, the Chaos Fest.
Destructive.
Welcome to the Wild West. Yes, the Chaos Fest. Destructive? Yeah. I'm just putting on to the point that this is not normal music. It's destructive music.
Yeah. Sick of bullshit. Where's the cool shit? Hope these fools quit. Yeah. You copy, you clone, you sound sloppy, you just moan. No creative bone.
Yeah, I'm just sick of all these copycat artists that just copy all the mainstream, or like they just copy all the mainstream, like, rage music. They just copy the mainstream rage music, trying to sound like Cardi over and over, pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. There's too many of these Cardi clones and stuff, but not like there isn't some artistic expression in that. But in my opinion, I just feel like there's too many that are just copying and copying. Be original. Be creative. Be creative.
Yeah. Rinse and repeat, that's all I see. All for the money, that's not me. Your creativity should be key. Yeah.
Rinse and repeat, that's all I see. All for the money, that's not me. That's not me. I'm not doing stuff for money. I'm not doing stuff for the cash. No. Just be creative.
Yeah, be creative, yeah, be creative, yeah, be creative. Do you see? Okay, since young age, I've always been making stuff.
I've always been making artwork since a young age. I've got a book of just, like, old, like, inventions and robots and things I designed. I even would have books upon books of just, like, drawing bugs, little creatures, invertebrates and things. Just found that really interesting. I made music since a young age too. Well, it's evolved a lot more over time.
The others around me, they'll be always acting tough. Never, ever did I ever get into a fight, 'cause I always choose flight. Yeah.
Around in school, yeah. A lot of kids that were around at the time, a lot of the kids at school, like, they'd be threatening to punch others. I am not with that. And I'm not with that because I always choose flight. I don't choose fight. No.
My soul's full of light.
My soul's full of light. I'm just too positive in life. I wouldn't go off to beat anyone up. I'm not about that.
Be creative.
Be creative.
Stop being copycats. Yeah.
Yeah, just stop being copycats.
I will be on my and hit you in the face. I will be on my sad and hit you in the face.
Face. It's just it's a conceptual metaphorical song about the sound of the album personified as a destructive person that just wants to beat people and everything up. That's all it is. It's a conceptual song about the sound wants to metaphorically beat things up and be destructive. Thank you for watching. I respect anyone who stayed to watch the whole breakdown of these lyrics. I'll see you in my next music. Bye. XX.